say it's I like to say I don't think nobody never has done it before necessarily on a major scale like that. So like what we're taking this to, so it feels good. However, just being candid with the family and being real, it's tough because I am conscious about my image, conscious about people I let come around my circle and things that come out in conversation, because a lot of my life is being recorded and a lot of things that I say are going to be viewed over and over again. So I have to be very careful because I don't want to shine a bad light on the MST of A, and I don't want to cast any negativity on the temple or the movement or Drew Ali for that matter. When I got a little older, in my teenage years, I started doing what I seen others do, imitating other artists. And, when I heard NWA or Eazy-E, it was just amazing because I never heard nobody, saying that stuff. So it was appealing, it was exciting. I did some of that with that. But when I proclaimed my nationality, I actually put out a project called The Chamber. No cussing, full of more science, and it was back in I think it dropped in 1999, so that gives you an idea how long I've been at this. But I would kind of consider that like my first kind of Moorish project, if you will. It was entitled The Chamber, and that was because there's a chamber that you have to go through to become a sheikh or a divine minister, so it was, tied into more science. And it almost felt like at that time, nobody understood it, right? And rap was changing at that time, too. And so I kind of was rocking like that, and there really wasn't a lot of audience for that. And I just started thinking to myself, like, I gotta do something different, you feel me?
We're gonna call this the impromptu, right? Because nothing is scripted today. You rocking with Nelson Hill, A Day in the Life. And we're gonna go over here and celebrate Prophet Noble Drew Ali's birthright today with the Moors, because we didn't get an opportunity to get together on January the 8th, which is the Prophet's birthday, due to COVID and different things going on in the world. So we're celebrating today. And it's gonna be a great day, man. All praise due to Allah. Honors to Allah's illustrious Prophet, our angel, and day star from on high, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. This is Brother A. Washington Ill, Sheikh A. Washington Ill. And we're doing an impromptu interview. This is Nelson Ill, and I want the brother to demonstrate his measure on Prophet Noble Drew Ali, more science, and what he would like for the world to know in regard to this movement and organization.
Well, this movement is here, and it's not going nowhere. Prophet Noble Drew Ali is here, and he's not going nowhere. And this mission that we're on, to saving humanity, is here and ain't going nowhere. We always give praises to Allah and honor to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Today is a beautiful day, a sunny day, and we're here now. We're here now. And we thank everybody for being here. Prophet Noble Drew Ali is the best kept secret, and we open everybody's eyes and ears, and we just celebrating and giving honors where honors is due.
Islam family. We're about to go inside the banquet for Prophet Noble Drew Ali. We're recognizing his birthright. And I want you to follow me in here. We're going to see how the whole thing plays out. And you're going to get a behind-the-scenes look at more science. We're here at Temple number 65, Kansas City, Kansas. This is my good brother, Farrakhan Bey. Go ahead and give a high five to the camera. We're shooting our documentary. This Moor right here, good Moor. Moor is, he's deaf. So he demonstrates sign language.
Temple of America. The assistant grand sheik is to assist the grand sheik in all affairs if he lives according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and it is known before the members of the Moorish Temple of America.
The feelings, thoughts, and emotions and everything that I express are strictly my feelings, right? So I don't want you to listen to Nelson L's music and say, those Moors, you know, I don't, listen, you're hearing Nelson L. Now, I'm giving you more science as I understand it, process it, and then regurgitate it back out. But by no means do I say this is the measure. You have to talk to the upper echelon if you want to get any official opinion or position on anything. So I don't have the official opinion or position. Now, the question was so dynamic and dope because a lot of people in the world, they don't understand that I'm not the National Grand Sheik. I'm not the person that makes calls as far as the organization is concerned. However, I most likely am the face that people recognize when they think about a Moorish American because I rap with my fez on. I represent for more science and for the MST of A to the fullest and doing my part to uplift fallen humanity and shine a positive light on what we're doing inside of the organization.
The Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, hey, I brought you something to read. I brought you something that they can't tear up. I brought this into you, your nationality and your divine creed. We are in a Christianized country where Christianity was being taught to our forefathers. And the Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought us Islam, the ancient religion of our forefathers. Come on, boy. Not what the Europeans told us. Here, you take this here, you read this here, and you follow what I say.
So it's tough because now let me give you the contrast is I gotta be me. I'm gonna give you that raw rap. I'm gonna be lyrical. I want to be thought-provoking. I want to change the game. This is to me. If you're not in the whatever you're doing to change the game, then you're just copycatting. You're just following the guy in front of you. And what I mean by changing the game, I mean like Will Chamberlain changed the game. When he started playing basketball, they had to widen the lane, they had to make some new rules, had to do some things. He changed the game. When you hear about great painters like Picasso and Rembrandt, and you'll hear certain conversations that say people weren't painting like that until this particular time period, and then after this time period, the game changed. Faith, we keep a smile on our face, embrace what they love to hate. We Gucci, it's all great. We gas, we don't break, and we do whatever it takes. Yeah, hey, yeah, huh? Man, run it back.
You want to say, oh, I'm a Moorish American, you got a robe and fez on, you look great in it, right? But guess what? We are still in mental slavery. Why? Because we have not accepted the fact that Prophet Noble Drew Ali is a prophet.
That's right.
We can't move forward. Why can't we move forward? We don't know that he's a prophet.
Come on, Mom.
Because we have not studied his teachings long enough to know. We need to be consistent, right? We have to be sincere, right? If you're not sincere, you're not going to get this. Prophet Noble Drew Ali laid his life on the line for us. Now, we got to ask ourselves, okay, now what are we going to do about it? Look at what he's done for us. You would not be in the condition that you're in now. You're in a better condition now than you was before you met the prophet. You can't tell me you're not.
Say it again.
Tell me you're not.
So how did I transition from rapping one way into another way? Actually, like right now you hear me not cussing, and there's certain things that I consciously do because I want to project a certain energy, a certain frequency, right? And so I believe some language it doesn't resonate like that. So I keep it a certain way right now. But a lot of people don't know, that's really how I started out. Like, I really been rapping before I could read and write. And I used to write raps in my head, memorize raps. I, put them together, but I would want to say them to my mother. So I knew I couldn't cuss, and because that was going to be automatic, popping the mouth or whatever she would do. I'm an old school guy, so the action was different then. But I couldn't cuss to her, so I started rapping without cussing.
Islam, I'm Brother S. McGee Bay, Grand Sheikh Temple No. 8, Grand Governor of the state of Kansas, and we're here to celebrate the coming of a prophet in 1886, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, who is the founder of the Moorish Temple of America, for the express written consent to teach us our nationality and our divine creed, because these are things that we have not been accustomed to, because we have not known who we are, because everything that we know is based on what someone has told us. So Prophet Noble Drew Ali and his infinite wisdom came with a message to uplift us out of the conditions of mental, psychological, political, and economic slavery, so we can begin to live again. For so long we haven't lived, and we haven't lived the life of a true Muslim, because we don't know that that's what we are. And a Muslim is one who submits his will to do the will of Allah.
That's it.
Right? In Arabic, Allah means God. So we're talking about something that will help us to uplift ourselves and our nation out of the condition that we presently find ourselves. And so it's important to have a deep appreciation for what Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought in the Moorish Temple of America. Now, if you have any questions, please come to the Moorish Temple of America, and we can address any questions that you might have in regards to the message of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. May Allah continue to bless each and every one of us in our love to each other. Peace.
Islam, thank you for your time. I appreciate you, man.
Islam,
keep walking with us. We still making signs.
that's right. We here.
So I'll get to remain steadfast. Keep the doors open. I thank you, brother, for last night and the Grand Governor for mentioning that. About keeping the doors open. Do your part. Keep the doors open. If you're from out of town and I traveled many miles to get here and fellowship with your brothers and sisters, we are grateful for that. Truly we are. Right? And, remember the relation that binding you to love and unity. That's exactly what we're doing right now. Right? We're gonna break bread with one another and have share some photographs. We got some murals set on the wall. You can do your reflections, etc. Whatever you need to do in order to remember this day. Take your pictures, send them out to the other Lords, let them know that they missed a fellowship. Praise Allah. As I was sitting there, it dawned on me that I have my grandchildren in the audience today, and I want them to fully be immersed in more science. But sometimes you got all these other influences from what the history teachers teaching them, and like the little stuff that teach them caveman history, tell them that ain't our history, somebody else's history. You know what I mean? So we got all these other influences coming in. So on the back of your program, if you have one, if you don't have one, please raise your hand. They'll be sure to get one to you. All right, praise Allah. Get more of the program. Watch me. Get the brother a program. Raise your hand. You got one? Praise Allah. Got one more? Get the brother a program. On the back of it, divine warning. Now,
anybody who may be unfamiliar with who Prophet Noble Drew Ali is and what his contribution was to our people. I know that's a lot, but if you could just tell us how you feel about that or what it means to you.
Well, all I can say is, to me in my life, it's a blessing. I've been a person just from growing up as a child wanting to do things to help people. And I guess I got that from my mother. And so when, as a child, I was introduced to Moorish Temple, and it was interesting. My mother joined, and I joined. In fact, I stepped up before her because they talked about uplifting fallen humanity. the lessons that we study in the Moorish American, particularly the one that I was thinking about on the way here to this occasion today, on the drive here, where it talks about Jesus teaches the common people at a spring, tells them how to obtain eternal happiness. One of our focuses is on the fact that you don't have to, your life doesn't have to be good after you die and go up in the sky. We don't believe in heaven up in the sky. We believe that we create our own heaven and we create our own hell. And so we use these lessons to help us, to enable us to be able to create this heaven on earth for us as individuals, but not only individuals, but us as a collective, because the world has gotten off the track. We've disconnected from our source. And so that's caused unrest, misery, and death. And so reconnecting with that will bring us good peace and happiness. And that's my main thing with the reason I'm here. I'm a retired social worker. And I got in that because I wanted to help. I set up a group home for neglected and abused youth. I did that because I was wanting to help. Set up an organization, Living, Learning, Growing, to try to help. So it's all about uplifting humanity, and I'm all about uplifting humanity. Just most of my life, that's what I've been doing. I did 27 years of prison ministry. So just been, interested in uplifting fallen humanity. And that's really the motto, logo for the Moorish Science Temple, is uplifting fallen humanity. And it's a blessing for me to be involved. Thank you.
So I want to introduce you to the Grand Sheik of Temple 65 here in Kansas City, Kansas, subordinate Temple number 65. And I want the GS to just give his thoughts and opinions on why we're here today and the contributions of Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
Thank you, brother. Islam. So, and greetings to everybody who may view this video. First, I want to speak about who Prophet Noble Drew Ali is. He's an American prophet, first off. And he's the one who's divinely prepared by Allah. That's God. There's only one God in the universe, and Allah sent Prophet Noble Drew Ali to wake up the so-called Negro and reawaken him with his true heritage, his true identity. That true identity of being descendants of Moroccans and born in America, that you are a Moorish American. Moors are the same Moors that conquered Spain, the same Moors that held Spain for 800 years. That's who we are. We are their descendants, right? And we are the descendants of, we are at home here in North America. We are not, I know it's some background noise, it's all good, but I want to let you know that Prophet Noble Drew Ali did great things by reawakening the minds of the so-called Negro and introducing him to his true identity, which is Moorish American.
And so that's really what I want to do with this rap. I want to shift the mindset of everybody that vibes with me. And I know everybody's not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? It may not be for everybody, but if you're conscious, if you love dope lyrics and dope beats and lyrical excellence, and you like music that's going to make you think things that you can vibe with the family around, then, I'm your man. But it's tough because I am an artist and I have that competitive spirit and I want to get gritty and I want to make sure that you getting everything. I want to almost be naked in front of you because I want you to know you're getting everything that I got, my whole soul, my body, everything. And not in a bad way, but from just I'm giving you my gift that Allah gave me. And so if I get paid, if I don't get paid, if I have to be at home or be out in front of 1,000 people or doing a quarantine concert and whatever it takes so we can get this information in front of people to let you know we here, we real, and we just appreciate that support. But yeah, man, it's a challenge, but it's a good thing, man. What don't kill you always makes you stronger.
Allah's the greatest. Mofo life. We here now. Islam, Nelson Neal in the house. Prophet Noble Drew Ali is the founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America in 1913 AD.
Newark, New Jersey. He founded it for the uplifting of fallen humanity, for those who were tried and sick at heart and felt that their conditions could be better. This is why he erected this demonstration. And it is for the uplifting of fallen humanity, for us to uplift our thoughts and to be able to make better decisions by handling the tools that we use in the workshop of the mind, where things are made of thought and where we build up character. Peace.
Peace, family. You already know who I am, your brother Nelson L. But I want to introduce you to somebody else very special. She's going to introduce herself actually after I ask her a couple questions. Islam, sister. So Ray the Mobile's princess? Who made you?
Allah.
Who is Allah?
Allah Father.
Father of the universe. Can we see him?
No.
Where's the nearest place we can meet him?
In the heart.
Where is your heart at? In your mind. All right, so that brings us to this new song that you've been working on. Go ahead and tell the people about your new song, what it's called, and why you made it. I heard it's about education, is that right? Go ahead, speak up loud so the camera can hear you. You can talk about your song, and then you can demonstrate it.
I'm going to focus. I'm just going to say, I'm just focused on my education.
Talk loud.
I'm going to be focused. I'm just going to say, I'm just focused on my education.
That's right.
And y'all over there, y'all can do it too. And y'all gotta stay on the mind and get your mind good. Cause you gotta be focused on your brain and your focus. I love to make music because that's my favorite.
Islam. Can you demonstrate some of that song? Can you sing a few lyrics?
Yeah.
Go ahead and sing a few.
I've been focused on my education. I've been focused on my education. I need to be focused. I need to be focused. I've been focused on my education. I need to be focused on my education. I've been focused on my education. I need to be focused. I just want to be a teacher because I want to be a teacher. Because every day I'm trying to help people.
Every day trying to help people. She wants to be a teacher and she's focused on her education. I think that's a great message to everybody out there that's in your age group. And then we're going to work on some music together, right? Islam. And you was on my album, Drew Ali American Prophet. And you demonstrated the Moorish American prayer, right? So ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to Drew Ali American Prophet, and you listen to a song called 1913, I think that is, where we started it off. I did a verse and then it has a break, and you hear a little girl saying the Moorish American prayer. This is her. So I appreciate you tapping in with us, and we're gonna keep it moving. We here now. Peace and love. Just getting back to the hotel after Prophet Noble Drew Ali's birthday celebration with the Moors. Had a beautiful time. We went up and everybody came together. It was Moors from Minnesota. Shout out to the Moors, the Minnesota Moors, St. Louis Moors, Wichita, Kansas, Kansas City, Missouri. So just a whole lot of good fellowship, a lot of chapter 25 going on for those that know. And yeah, man, I had a great time, man. Just overwhelmed. My cup overfloweth, if you will. So now we're going to go to the stew, man. We're going to go to the lab. I'm ready to get to cooking. Got this stormy weather track that I've been, putting some energy on. So we're going to get to that. And y'all just going to rock with me. I'm just going through the vibe now. I'm kind of folding this stuff up because I'm packing at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? So, we're just doing it. I got to have these jackets, though, these colorful jackets, because I am the artist, you feel me? So I want to, try to stand out. People, look around at us. So that's what we're doing. Everybody know what that's about. Call that my Bruno Mars jacket. You feel me?
We keep the faith, we keep a smile on our face, embrace what they love to hate. We Gucci, it's all great. We gas, we don't break, and we do whatever it takes. Hey, yeah, hey. Run it back, Tree. 25 years or really 30 years or younger, you know, you might not have heard consciousness into the music or in music because you weren't old enough, or you're not old enough to really recall when it was Poor Righteous Teachers or, you know, different artists like KRS-One or Rakim and Big Daddy Kane talking about Asiatic and different things like that. You don't hear that in the music this generation is necessarily producing. And so with me coming back on the scene, it's almost like a resurrection. And, you know, I was talking to one of my guys. I feel like, and I was telling him, I feel like I'm happy that, you know, I never really had my 15 minutes of fame yet, so to speak, because I feel like I'm just getting started, right? So it's not like an old guy trying to come back. Like, I'm real new to a lot of people, to this generation. And so when I'm really rocking and I'm putting that science in it, you know, it's fresh for them. We keep the faith, we keep a smile on our face, embrace what they love to hate. We Gucci, it's all great. We gas, we don't break, and we do whatever it takes, yeah. Hey, keys on 5, you know we're gonna survive, addicted to going live. You either ride or collide. That life on the other side, yeah. Shooting for the demographic, I'm shooting for college kids and people that are in school and at that point in their life where they're open for information and for learning. And I'm actually representing for everybody incarcerated in all the institutions all over the world. I just left from having a speaking engagement with some of the brothers in the institution for Prophet Noble Drew Ali's birthday. The other day we celebrated it because we weren't able to actually celebrate on his actual birthday due to COVID. So we celebrated it on the 6th and the 7th. The 6th was inside the institution and the 7th was out here of May. Anyway, I was dealing with my brothers on the inside, and I know that institutions from New York to California, they have MP3 players, they listen to music. These two demographics, people in college, people that are incarcerated, they actually have time to sit down and listen to the music, to break down the content, to hear the lyrics and process it. A lot of the rest of us, we running, we moving, we got children, we doing things like that. When you're in college and you're in school and you're unfortunately and you're incarcerated, you got your earbuds in, you have time to really listen to this. So I think the two demographics that best serve me are the young life, the college age, and then people that are incarcerated. I represent for them, man. Shout out to all my Moors, anybody that's working on getting better, man. I love y'all. Keep y'all head up, and free Alfonso Briscoe. That's my loved one, my cousin. They call him Yellow Demon. He got a raw deal, man. I'm just trying to shine some light on his case. So free Alfonso and free King Philip of Maru Ill. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of everybody else locked up too, so free all the real ones, you feel me? But them two in particular as far as I'm concerned. There's some foreign ninjas roaring through the rainstorm. They can't ignore us, whole rainforest full of ops. Just pray for us when we walk into the raindrops. You know it don't stop, can't stop, won't stop. They spin the block now, it's looking like a bomb drop. On Nagasaki, where my Oxys hope the Oxy got him. They talking Oxy about these bodies, hope he Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. We here now. We keep the faith, we keep a smile on our face, embrace what they love to hate. We Gucci, it's all great. We gas, we don't break, and we do whatever it takes. Yeah. It's all a vibe, you know we gotta survive. Addicted to going live, if you the ride or collide, we know a lie gon' provide that light from the other side, yeah. We bounce back like that V-shape, escape, home of the free slave, elevate the mind state. We gotta learn how to love when they want us to hate. Only rock with the real, can't relate to the fake. The F-pace finna shake, it got cake in it. Not to mention half the ticket if my face in it. You be the witness, gold glistening over white linen. Plus we winning and we with it, no mistake in it. We building business after business, independent living. I told them better free Alfonso before I buy the prison. I told them better free Ru Ill before it's unforgiven. You know the true and living transmitting through the lineage. We keep the faith, we keep a smile on our face, embrace what they love to hate. We Gucci, it's all great. We gas, we don't break, and we do whatever it takes, yeah. It's all a vibe, you know we gotta survive. Addicted to going live, you either ride or collide. We know a lie gon' provide that light from the other side, yeah. There's no umbrellas for gorillas in a brainstorm. Some thorn engines roaring through the rainstorms. They can't ignore us, whole rainforest full of ops. Just pray for us when we walking through the raindrops. You know it don't stop, can't stop, won't stop. We spin the block now, it's looking like a bomb drop. On Nagasaki where my Akis, hope the ops ain't got him. They talking oxy about these bodies, hope he Abu Dhabi. Or slid the Saudi kamikazes right outside the lobby. I fled to Folly in a Maserati, godly body. Mr. Miyagi, carbon copy with the karate. They never saw me, I was sliding, slapping Nationality. We keep the faith, we keep a smile on our face. Embrace what they love to hate. We Gucci, it's all great. We gas, we don't break, and we do whatever it takes, yeah. It's all a vibe, you know we gotta survive.
Islam family, shout out to the whole wide world. What up? What? We here now. Check this out, man. I appreciate you rocking with me all day long. Going to the Prophet's birthday celebration, coming to the studio, working on new music. This music, I wrote this music in the car before we walked in the studio. Working on new tracks, just doing what we do. I appreciate you. Shout out to Moors here, there, and everywhere. Shout out to the MST of A, everything pertaining to it. Happy birthday, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And yeah, man, East, West, Midwest, down south, whole wide world, we coming. We here now. EL, yeah.